Hi guys, so today I'm kind of going to do like a little story time video. A lot of you guys replied to my Instagram like little poll question thingies and said that you wanted to like hear stories. Most of the answers were about like music festivals, Coachella, meeting celebrities. Today I'm going to talk about Coachella. I like don't know where to start. Like I guess I'll just talk like about everything. I don't know, like there's so much that happened. Okay. This year I went to Coachella with my best friend from camp, Mikayla. So we went to sleepaway camp together for like 5 or 6 years. We went the first weekend of Coachella. We went all 3 days, and so Friday we went, we had a great time. It was pretty normal.
Hi everyone, we're on our way to Coachella.
It was Mikayla's first time at Coachella. It was my second time, so I was so happy to be back, and it was really fun to like show her everything. So I was super excited to like show her around because the year before my friend Savannah was the one showing me around because she had been like a bunch of times, so I had like no idea what to expect. So it was kind of fun to like be the one who was like kind of like experienced. I felt cool. I was like, yeah, like been here before. Meanwhile, other people have literally been like 10 times, whatever. Anyways, I thought it was cool. So we had VIP passes, which are really nice because you get to cut the lines, you use like a different entrance, and you have like access to bathrooms and extra food. It's not free, but like the lines are shorter. It's just a very helpful thing to have. And if you're thinking about going to Coachella and you want to spend the extra money, I really do recommend it. It makes the experience way better. Friday night, really late, we were at the hotel. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Rancho Mirage.
Go slower. TV, welcome to our crib. Cribs. They did organize. Okay, so like housekeeping came and they left us with this bandana that comes with some limeade and a pop, like a little lollipop. It's so cute.
And we met this artist who was leaving, and he had been like a special guest with one of the Friday morning artists, and him and his girlfriend were leaving. They were going back to LA, and we got their artist passes.
So it's currently 2:47 a.m. and we are going to the lobby to pick up our artist passes because every day we lit, but I just woke Mikayla up to come with me, so she's not very happy about it.
An artist pass is pretty much all access, so backstage, craft services, and it's like what all the celebrities have. But at that point, we got the passes, like we had no idea what to expect.
Hey everyone, so we're off to day 2. So exciting, we have our artist passes, ready to meet some famous people. Mikayla's working it.
So the next day when we were walking in, we followed the signs that said like artist check-in. So we got into the artist area and we were like, holy shit. It was beautiful. YouTube had a station set up. They had free popsicles that were really good. So thanks YouTube. They had this like little interview lounge set up where they were like interviewing different artists, and they had like different trailers. So this was like behind the main stage. So depending on what stage each artist performed at, their trailer was behind that stage. Outside of every trailer was like the artist names. So we're like walking around and we're like, oh look, like there's Cardi B's trailer. Like it was insane. It's a completely different world. Like back there, everyone knows each other and everyone is somebody, and Mikayla and I just felt like complete like fish out of water. Like we both had absolutely no idea like what we were really doing, but we were like, all right, this is dope. We walked around, we found this like giant lake. They had couches, and they just had giant like canoes filled with water bottles like everywhere. And at Coachella, like all you want is water like 24/7. So seeing that, I was like, oh my god, like this is heaven. There were also golf carts that would take you from stage to stage, so you didn't have to walk all the way through the festival. So I was like, all right, so we're pretty much living the life.
So we're on a golf cart. We are going to Louie the Child.
I am like pretty good at spotting celebrities like when I know them really well, but Mikayla has like an eye for it. Like she was just being like, oh, like there's that person. I'm like, what? Like she saw everyone. She would point them out to me and then I'd be like, oh cool, like oh my god. But she was just doing a great job, like 10 out of 10 celebrity spotting. So in the front of every stage towards the left, there was like a certain area that was barricaded off for only people who had artist passes. We would be able to go into there, and then also once you got into there you could go backstage to like the artist compound where like the artist trailers were and stuff. So Saturday we saw Louie the Child. We weren't like exactly in the front, but we were like very close to the front. The bass, it like shakes your chest. It's scary, like it hurts. But they were amazing. And then after Louie the Child, we went back to the artist compound, and we were sitting in this little area. So there was like 4 trailers. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was Louie the Child's trailer, Black Bear, and Post Malone. And then there were like tables in the middle that people were just hanging out at. So we just popped a squat. Everyone knew each other, and we were just like sitting there, and it was super awkward. We were like looking at this guy, and we like just couldn't figure out who he was. He looked so familiar, but like neither of us could figure out who it was, so we just didn't say anything. And then we went out for Black Bear's set. He was amazing. I love him. He brought out 𝗎. We were sitting in the artist compound for maybe 30 minutes, like literally staring at 𝗎, literally next to him, trying to figure out who it was. And he got on stage, and we were like, oh my god, like it's 𝗎, like that's who it was. And then we went back after, and it started to get busy back in the artist compound. I like saw 𝗎 walking by. I just touched his arm and told him he did like a great job, and he was like, thank you. I grabbed like his arm muscle. Holy shit, like he is very, very muscular. I was like, oh my god. That will be something I will never forget. The artist compound is mostly like artists, obviously, and like their guests. So like I don't want to be like, oh my god, can I take a picture with you like for every single person, because they're there to like perform and spend time with like each other, and the point of it is that they don't get like bombarded by fans. We were waiting for Post Malone to come on, so we stood like by the stairs, right by where he walks up the stairs. So he's like coming out of his trailer, all these people are telling him like, oh good luck, like they all know him, and then everyone's just standing there. He's got drinks in both of his hands, he's like literally about to get on stage, and I like fist bumped him right before he got on stage.
Hey. Yeah, let's go.
I was like, holy shit, like wow. So we went out and watched Post Malone's set. Then Saturday night was Beyonce. The scariest experience of my life, literally. We were in Artist, and it was still absolutely jam-packed. Like, it was insane. I have been to a lot of music festivals and concerts, and even like to this day I can still say I have never been so squished and like scared. And I had lost Mikayla, and there's no service, and I was like, I'm just gonna try to enjoy Beyonce and I'll find her after. Because pretty much what they had done is for every artist you can get credentials from that artist that allows you either like where security stands, which is called like the front of the house, or on the side of the stage. I'm being pushed, and I was like, I felt like I was being pushed more than other people, and I'm being pushed into this person. I tell this person who's standing in front of me, I'm like, and Beyonce hasn't started yet, I just say, I'm so sorry, I'm being pushed a lot, I'm not trying to push you. And he turns around, and it's Jackson Avery from Grey's Anatomy. So I was like, oh my god. And at this point I was like, just totally taken back, because he is just the most beautiful person in the world. And he was like, it's fine, don't worry about it. So I was like, can we get a selfie? He was like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing pictures right now. And I was like, it's okay. That was definitely disappointing. I was kind of like eavesdropping on like what was going on, and someone on his team was supposed to get him the credentials to be like on the side of the stage or like in the front of the house, and he was like stuck in the artist, which was like packed, so he was like pissed off. Then I realized the girls behind me were pushing me because they were trying to get to him, and I was like, oh my god, like, and I couldn't move, like I couldn't like just walk away. I was like stuck in the middle of these people trying to get to him. These girls are like, oh, sorry, like, we just want to like, get a picture with him. And so I turned around and I was like, sorry, he's not taking pictures. And they were all like, oh, okay. And then I had these other people coming from the other side of me. They were like, yeah, Jackson Avery from Grey's Anatomy's right there. And so I turned to them and I said, sorry, he's not doing pictures. So at this point, I kind of felt like I was pretty much his security guard. No big deal, whatever. Anyways, then he got into like the other area. But right before that, he turned around and he was like, thank you. And I was like, oh my God, like, marry me. I made it through like half of Beyonce and I had to leave because I was like overheating. Like, it gets pretty cold there at night, but it was just so packed. Like, my phone was about to die. I was like afraid that I wasn't going to be able to like contact the driver to like get back to the car, and then I wouldn't be able to like get to Mikayla, so I was like, I have to leave. And it was like an amazing show, but it was also getting really late. So we are arriving back at the hotel. It's 2:15 a.m. Don't have shoes on, and I'm not putting them on, so it's good. So Sunday, it's like our last day. Like Sunday morning waking up is always kind of sad because you're like, this is like the last time I'm gonna like agonize over my outfit and like put on all this crazy makeup and like see how many flash tattoos I can fit all over my body. We were packed. It's just like a sad day. It's like the end of the festival.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Hey guys, so it's day 3. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of sad because I don't want it to be over. But it's gonna be a pretty bomb day. Woo.
The first band we saw on Sunday was Lanie. Lanie is one of my favorite bands in the world. I just love their music so much. And there was not a big crowd in the artist section, so we were just like front and center, like right there. It was amazing. I was just living my best life. When we left, we went back to the artist compound and I walk in, Paul from Lanie, the lead singer, is just standing right there, and I was like, because also I think he's really hot, so I had to ask him for a picture. So I went up to him and I introduced myself. He was super nice. Then Cardi B was that day, so it was like wild. And Cardi B was absolutely amazing. When I saw her, she was pregnant and she was like on stage dancing, like being like absolutely crazy. I was so surprised. I mean, not surprised, but like it was very impressive because she was pretty pregnant at the time. And then after we went to the artist compound and there was like a big group of people like standing around talking, and we walked over and like in the middle of the group of people was Cardi B. So Mikayla and I were like, holy shit. So we both got pictures with her. She was so sweet, like so nice, so funny, and she was like super nice. She took pictures with us. She was like just so funny, like a very personable like person. Sunday night we saw Lanie, Migos, and Eminem. We were walking to the artist compound behind one of the other stages, and I ran into TyDolla and we took a selfie. And we went to Millennium, which was really good. They're like so cool, and they do like all of this stuff with like drums. And it's like, it was awesome. Between Millennium and Migos, we kind of just hung out by the stage because Migos was like right after Millennium. So we were hanging out, we like kind of popped a squat because the artist area was like pretty busy, and we really wanted a good seat for Migos. And then like 15 minutes before they came out, security was like, we need everyone in like the artist area to take like 10 or 15 steps back. And we were like, we've been here for like an hour. They were like, we have to make room for like Migos' like entourage or like whatever. So they pushed us all back. Everyone's kind of annoyed. And then from the artist compound, like Kendall Jenner, A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, French Montana, Travis Scott, Amber Rose. We were thinking about hanging out at the artist compound in between Millennium and Migos, but we didn't because we wanted to have like good spots. And had we like gone back there, we like would have been with all of them. But it's fine. During Migos, Kendall Jenner was standing behind me. So Migos was awesome, and after Migos, we headed over to Eminem for a little bit, and then we left.
Hi. Hi, Faye. Hi.
We're live.
Oh my god, alive and thriving.
We had a really early flight on Monday morning and we were really tired and we had to get back to the hotel, so we left.